different levels of success. Some people's success is not using drugs, not drinking anymore. Some people's success is making $1 million. Some other people's success is making $1 billion. Some people's success is not going to prison no more. And we have totally different levels of success. I know I would obtain my goal before it existed. I knew that. I knew I would be champ of the world before I died. I knew I wasn't going to die before I became champ. Just desire. I respect a person who's willing to die for what he truly wants. Even if it's love, even if it's a woman, whatever it is that he truly believes in, and that he believes that it transcends him to that level to demand. For love, for instance, I look at love as a command to just rise to your greatest potential. And that's how people should feel. Their objective should be to rise to their best potential in life. If it's to lose 30 pounds, if it's to pass a test, it should be to win a fight. To be admired by people all over the world. It should allow you to rise to your greatest potential, that you look at yourself in the most grandest fashion. I was never able to understand the concept of greatness. I just never was able to understand that concept of greatness. And as time went on and I've gotten older, and I've met many journeys on people that I met on my journey and people who I've read about on my journey. I read that all greatness, the majority of greatness in itself doesn't come with goodness. The two don't coexist with one another. And I spent all my life trying to become great because I had such a low self-esteem. And I realized late in life that all great men are not good men. And then so I tried to embark on a whole different career and try to become good. But what's the concept of good? Being a floor mat? I never understood the concept of good. So how do we live in those two dimensions at once? You want that greatness for self-gratification, but you want goodness from a human perspective. And I really have no idea, no clue how do I juggle both of them and be in harmony? And then in all actuality, they don't exist. You have to pick a side. There's nothing I would do unless I have a possibility of being humiliated. If I can't be humiliated, if I fail, I don't want to do it. Because only by doing that, I would rise to my highest potential with the fact that I might be humiliated, and I don't want that to happen. But when it does happen, then I will truly be humiliated. Because when I succeed, I truly succeed. Even though I was a street kid and I would come with like a tough kid, I never had an ego. I was never really jealous of anybody. I never really thought much of myself. But when I met Cuss and I started talking to Cuss, he made me believe that I was a god. Because Cuss had he had this really megalomaniac ego. He said, let me tell you something. You, all the prophets, all the gods you ever know about, if they had a son, their son couldn't beat my fighter. Know why? Because he's my fighter. But this guy always told me, he says, I'm allowing my mind to get the better of me. Your mind, you don't have your mind on your work. You're not being disciplined. He really knew that. He always believed that his mind could heal anything. He believed if he had cancer, his mind could heal cancer. He was a strong believer that your body only purpose was to carry your brain. And, he was just amazing, man. He wouldn't let nobody allow any negativity to even seep through my psychic. Everything was that I'm invincible, I'm a savage, I'm ferocious, and the smartest savage. I don't even think that way anymore. He believed fighting was your opponent's surrender, his total destruction. Even though he said it was savage and ferociously, you had to do it in such a relaxed and calm state, without any emotions. That's what he was all about. You know what I mean? A really scientific way of destroying people. He enjoyed hurting the opponent. He wanted them to never have a chance to believe they can beat you. I've always sought comfort from my pigeons, no matter where I live. I always have them, and I've collected special breeds of pigeons. They're called roller pigeons. Sir Anthony Hopkins played Hannibal Lecter. In that great movie, he talked about them. Do you know that a roller pigeon is... You know what a roller pigeon is, Barney? They climb high and fast, and they roll over and fall, just as fast towards the earth. There are shallow rollers and there are deep rollers. You can breed 2 deep rollers, or the young roller will roll all the way down and hit and die. It is no surprise that I have an affinity for rollers. It is really something to watch them fly higher, and then all the other birds. They fly higher than all the other birds, way up on the top of the sky, and way in the clouds, and they just roll and roll and roll down. And if they're lucky, they pull out in time before they crash and head first into the ground. Rollers who are the offspring of 2 pairs of deep rollers can do that. They roll so fast that they create a suction, and they can't open their wings. And if they explode on impact, it looks horrific to us. But if we put ourselves into the heart of that bird, there's nothing like that feeling, plummeting down and rolling. It is a smorgasbord of endurance and endorphins, and a dopamine and adrenaline, and a little like snorting coke and drinking Hennessy while being hooked up in the morphine drip. Both of my parents were deep rollers. I was bred to climb high and high into the sky and tumble down. I am truly grateful that I found my wings before I hit the ground.